Hi Libra, this is Monique with Puissant Ascension, and we're getting ready to look into your money. But first, let's chime. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This reading's for you. My readings are timeless, so when you find them is when you are meant to find them. A big shout out to my channel members. Thank you so much for your support. And for everyone who is liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, donating, and booking your personal readings, thank you so much for supporting my channel. For those of you who would like to become channel members, I feel like there's a join button around there somewhere. Also, there's a link in my description if you'd like to support my channel by becoming a channel member. Yeah, let's get into it. Ancestors, guides, angels. This reading is for my high vibrational Libras regarding their money and financial opportunities, Spirit. What messages do you have for Libra regarding their money and financial opportunities, please? Make it clear, make it delicious, make it good, Spirit. Please and thank you for Libra. Ooh. Oh, all right. We have the Chariot, we have the Ace of Cups, and we have the Nine of Cups. Wow. So it looks like for a lot of you, there is some communication, bountiful communication that's coming in for you, Libra, that's really going to set you up. All right, I'm also hearing set you apart. I don't know how that makes sense, but it probably makes sense to someone out there. With the Nine of Cups here, it's like you're getting this message of your wish fulfilled. This is going to make you very happy is what it's giving. So really good news coming in towards you, Libra, regarding your money and finances here. And this is going to be like a wish fulfillment, okay, or a wish fulfilled. Tell us more, Spirit. Tell us more. This is for Libra regarding their money and financial opportunities. Okay, we have the Queen of Cups representing Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. The Chariot again, giving more Cancerian energy. The Moon, okay, more water sign Cancer energy. Wowzer. Some of you could have Cancer in your birth chart. Some of you could be dealing with a Cancerian energy, okay? The Four of Cups, tell us more. The Three of Swords, we saw this earlier. Wanted to say hello, so now it's finally out, okay? Tell us more, Spirit. This is for Libra. And the Five of Swords, ooh, compared to the split deck and this, I don't know. Does it register for me, Spirit? What is this? Bottom of the deck, the Knight of Swords. Ooh, it's kind of giving like someone has a bone to pick with you. Someone's coming back with a bone to pick. I feel like overall, especially with that split deck that we saw, Libra, I feel like a lot of you are in a really good place right now. There could be people that you've outgrown, all right, feeling a bit emotional about your social standing, or emotional about your abundance or the abundance that's flowing around you. And perhaps they're in their feelings about this, all right, and wanting to have a conversation with you. All right, again, heavy water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So this could be a water sign energy, okay, who feels I'm hearing like jaded or feels upset about something. So Libra, the advice that I give to you, or that I would give to you, is protect your peace, protect your energy. All right? Do not allow people to project their insecurities onto you because they're feeling a certain kind of way. Because everyone is experiencing a different situation. Everyone reads the room differently. So this person could feel like you may have slighted them when to you, you felt like you've given them all the information that they've needed and you've decided to move on, but they're not ready to let go because they perceive the situation differently. So do not allow someone else's perception to interfere in your forward movement. They can fuck off, right? If they want to be melancholy, if they want to be an emotional daddy, that's on them. That's none of your business. And do not allow them to project that onto you like it is your business. Absolutely not. No. It's not your energy. You don't have to take it. Now, Libra, if you did fuck up, then okay, take accountability. Take accountability. Apologize if you feel the need to apologize and move forward. But do not dwell and do not allow this person to badger you to death. Because water signs like to do that. Also earth signs. They like to bring up shit from the past and badger you about it when it's already been water over a bridge. Do not allow someone to do that to you. Let them know, hey, we've already had this conversation. I've apologized for the way that I've made you feel. Let's move on. If you don't want to move on, honey, I'm going to have to leave you in the dust whilst I move on. Okay? Communication is key here. If they're not willing to accept it, that's not your problem. You've accepted it. They need to move on and fuck off. You're welcome. Because sometimes people try to emotionally manipulate you and drag shit on. I've been there before. I've dealt with people who are more emotional than me, and they try to drag it on for dear life, and you have to cut that shit to let them know, absolutely not. You're not going to drag me into the pits of hell for your entertainment. Absolutely not. This ends here. This stops here. And that's it. Knight of Swords, okay, Strength, the Seven of Swords, and the Queen of Pentacles, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy. Yeah, I feel like this is someone from your past wanting to come back in to rehash something that's already been water under a bridge. Ugh, people like that annoy me. Like, please. Luckily, I don't have people like that in my life anymore, but back in the day, honey, misery. But now you know what to do, Libra. I've given you a real life example. Apply what needs to be applied and let go of the rest, okay? As I've said before, this is somebody from your past coming back to have a bone to pick with you. They're still harboring resentment, harboring emotions. That's not your problem. That's it. That's this in a nutshell. Spirit, let's get on to the good stuff. Let's get on to the good stuff, Spirit, for my high vibrational Libras who've moved past this. Queen of Cups, Four of Cups. Queen of Cups, Four of Cups, please, for Libra. All right, exactly. This is something you've already moved past with the Two of Wands. Good for you, Libra. Do not allow somebody to rehash shit. Knight of Cups, okay, so an emotional message. You see what I'm saying? The Six of Cups is giving someone wanting to resurface, to rehash something. I'm hearing the term unresolved issues. No, the issue with them, they feel unresolved, so they're going to need to solve it because you're good. They're going to have to figure it out. And this is the thing that I hate about closure, the people who are like, oh, I want closure. Honey, you give yourself closure. Don't give someone power over you to give you closure. You give yourself closure. Right? That's it. That's how it works. But a lot of people try to use the excuse of closure to try to reel you back in, to emotionally manipulate you. Oh, I need closure. Fuck off. No, you don't, honey. You're just trying to manipulate someone. You're just trying to trap somebody in your freaking spider web forever because you don't know how to let go, because you're codependent, and you want to trap someone in misery with you. Absolutely not. And I feel like for you Libras, you understand this. You know the game. You can see right through their bullshit. And you're saying no thank you. Okay? So good for you, Libra. At least I hope you're saying no thank you. I hope you're not getting caught up in this bullshit, because why is it coming out in your reading? Do not get caught up in these shenanigans, Libra. You're better than this. Okay? And this is another reason why I say, and a lot of people may not agree with this, and you know, everything, you know, requires context. But in the basics of astrology, air and water don't mix, honey. Air needs air, okay? Water needs water. The two don't mix, right? So this is why I really don't recommend water and air signs romantically dealing with each other, even like with business, because they take things personal. And then you have to freaking walk on eggshells because they feel hurt. And you're like, what are you hurt about? And it's something stupid, something you might think is dumb, but they take it seriously. So water and air, they do not mix, usually. However, we are mixed up with all types of elements in our birth chart. Well, for me, I'm earth and fire. Those are my main elements. Okay, we have all the signs in our chart, but the ones that are aspected for me in my chart, air and fire, honey. I'm a straight shooter. I love other air and fire signs. Water signs are cool in moderation. Earth signs are cool in moderation, but I vibe with air and fire. They're my peeps. Because we're compatible, naturally. We naturally just vibe. However, for you who's watching, you could have prominent water in your chart, and you could be a Libra sun, but a prominent Scorpio rising or something like that. You know, do with that information what you will, honey. I can't really give you much information on that because I lack water in my chart. I'm a Gemini Cancer cusper, but I don't really have a lot of water in my chart, okay? So context, okay? Find out where you fit with that. Water and earth match made in heaven usually. Beautiful, right? Capricorns and Scorpios usually do really, really well together because they understand one another. The Capricorn has the grounding to talk, you know, psychotic Scorpio off the ledge. And then Scorpio listens to Capricorn because Capricorn loves the way that Scorpio waters them. So you get what I'm saying? Vibes vibe, and it's okay. I don't make the rules. I just kind of know how to decipher them a bit, is all I'm saying. Am I saying that, you know, air and water can't work? I mean, if you're an air sign, you have a lot of water, and you meet a water sign that has a bit of air, then yeah, you could work. Sure. But if you're someone like me, air and fire, me and water, we don't mix. We don't, they don't like me. They do like me for a moment, but I'm too straightforward. I don't have enough empathy for them, and they don't like that about me. And it is what it is. That's why I stick to who I vibe with. Air and fire, baby. And earth too. Earth is good too. As long as they're not trying to trap me and cage me. Like, I need to fly, I'm a bird. Like, let me fly, let me sit on, you know, all I need for earth signs to do is to be a branch. Be a tree branch, honey. I'll land there and I'll nibble on the freaking leaves every now and again, and then I'll fly away. And I don't want you to be mad about that with earth signs. Water, they want to drown you, and I can't be drowned, honey. I'm a bird. Okay? Birds don't do water. Thank you. Anyway, off my soapbox, off my tangent. There is someone wanting to rehash something from the past. See? Spirit, no. Catfight energy. Ooh, yeah, somebody's holding a fucking grudge, Libra. Yikes. Yikes. Someone from your past. This could be for the divine masculine specifically who was dealing with the water sign, feminine. Right? And it didn't end well, and they're holding a grudge against you. I know an earth sign that has a lot of air in his chart, and he was dating a Scorpio, and she has a lot of water in her chart. And it didn't work at all. Like, oil and water. And he's an earth sign, right? He's a Virgo. She's a Scorpio. You would think it would be perfect. But when you look at the deeper layers of the birth chart, honey, he has a lot of air in his chart. And she's just like full on water. Full on water with a little bit of earth. So, you know, you got to look at the entire birth chart before you get into something deep. Because people hold grudges sometimes. And they can make your life a living fucking hell if they do. Right? But again, Libra, this is not your problem. It's something you moved on from. Do not allow this person to come back and hash it. Okay? Exactly. Move away. Six of Swords, Spirit is telling you to move away. Do not rehash anything with people from your past. Don't do it, because it's going to cause a cat fight. Chariot, Spirit, and the Three of Swords. Clarify the Chariot and the Three of Swords, please. All right, the Four of Pentacles. The Two of Swords, the Three of Swords again, ew, and the Knight of Pentacles. There's the Ace of Cups again. And then the Queen of Swords is poking out, my slice and dice queen. Yeah, I feel like some of you have just left things in the past. I'm hearing like burnt bridges, but I don't feel like you burnt bridges. I just feel like the people that you dealt with in your past are just really sensitive. You weren't naturally compatible. Maybe you guys hooked up. If this is romantic, maybe you guys hooked up too soon before you realized their personality. And that's why I don't recommend casual sex at all, because you don't even know the person. There's chemistry. You hook up with them and then they're a basket case and you're not even compatible. And then what? It's just a waste of energy. This is why I highly recommend dating. Right? And dating for me doesn't mean sex. Like, take sex completely off the table. Get to know people. Do I like this person? Are we compatible? Do we vibe? Does this person get their feelings hurt easily? Do they hold grudges? Okay, we might not be compatible. So I probably shouldn't fuck them. Right? Exactly. Like, for me, it's clear. It's so easy. Take your time getting to know people if this is a dating situation. And don't hop into the sack too quick. Because then you attract these people that you might have an initial attraction to, but as you get down to the layers, you are not compatible. You don't even like each other. That's where people screw up. Take your time. And I feel like a lot of you could be suffering the ramifications from that, moving too quickly. Because Libras are very like sensual. You guys are ruled by Venus. You guys like to get your swerve on, and I get it. I'm for that. I have a lot of Libra in my chart too, so I totally get it. But don't just fuck anybody, because that's when you get caught up. Right? There might be chemistry in the bedroom, but the friendship is flat. You don't even like one another. Right? Come on now. The Moon and the Five of Swords. The Moon, the Five of Swords. The Tower. The Eight of Cups. The Ten of Swords, Spirit. The Page of Swords. Who is this person? Yeah, some of you have like, okay, if this is relationship, like romantic, some of you have an ex that is holding a grudge. A heavy, heavy, heavy grudge, and it's because you weren't compatible in the first place. Heavy water sign placements, too. They're really holding and harboring resentment. But what they don't understand is the resentment's hurting them. It's not hurting you because you've moved on. You've put an end to the communication. You've already moved on. But this person's still stalking your socials, being a freaking creep, whether they're male or female, because women can be creeps too. So this person's like creeping out, right? This could have been a person that you had a restraining order on too, or needed to get a restraining order on. Very specific. But this person's harboring a lot of resentment because this person saw something else and you saw it as something else. Incompatibility. Okay? If this is work, this is a money reading. I don't know why this is coming out, right? But again, the energy is the same. Apply it where you need to apply it. Perhaps this could be a work situation and you just weren't compatible with your boss. You weren't compatible with your colleagues. And perhaps they're giving you like bad reviews. You're looking for work and they're saying, oh no, this person was, not that great of an employee. Sabotaging your shit. If that's the case, don't use them on your resume. Use someone else. There's always a solution. You don't have to use them. Okay? Some of you, like I said, could be having colleagues that are, you know, cat fighters, right? Who are shit stirrers that you moved away from. Good for you. Do what's best for you. Let them hold the grudge. Let them hold the shitty bag. You move on. If this is an employer, remove them from your resume. Completely. Because they're useless to you. If they're giving you bad recommendations, that's not okay. You still have to work and live and eat. So again, find out what part of the spectrum you're on, honey, and make it fit. Or not. Discard what doesn't resonate. Spirit, anything else for Libra regarding their money and financial opportunities? And Libra, I've been announcing lately that I will be going live on the 27th. Well, you know, honestly, it all really depends. I'll go live on the 27th if you have questions, if you're submitting your questions with the link in the description. If you're not securing your questions and no one submits, you know, secures their question, then I'm not going to go live on the 27th because my time is valuable, right? So if you do submit your questions that you want me to answer live with tarot, your specific question or questions, if you have several, click the link in the description that says get your question answered and follow the instructions there, and then I'll see you on Thursday live. Next Thursday, next week. If not, that's fine. I just won't be there. If you do like this reading and you want a personal reading tailor-made to your energy, the link to my description, the link to my website is in the description. Okay? All right. Anything else, Spirit, for Libra? Yeah, and if you want like a love romance reading, I offer those as well. My channel focuses more so on money right now. But I do offer love and romance readings on my website. So there's that. The reason I don't do public love readings a lot is because it attracts a lot of wounded birds. And for me, I like to keep my channel high vibrational as much as possible. But I like to keep it high vibe and focus on what really matters. Like, love matters when you're in the right union, but a lot of people aren't in the right union. So they binge watch tarot and try to find hope in a detrimental situation. And I don't want to feed into that. But I do offer personal love readings. I figure let's focus on this money. But this one turned out to be a little interesting. So find out where you fit with this message. Ornaments, extra money, mature investment, celebration, retail, beauty, finished work, retirement. Yeah, some of you could be coming into a new opportunity that's going to allow you to have extra money. So good for you. Wow. Emphasis on extra money, Libra. Treasure, worry-free finances, money in reserve, excess, executive sales, planning, hidden talent. Yeah, some of you could be coming into a large sum of money here. All right, because you decided to make different moves, because you decided to focus on yourself and not allow the past to sabotage you. So good for you. Leave these people who like to hold grudges in the past so that you're able to move forward successfully and harmoniously. Skull, rough patch, borrowing money, low on cash, hospice, healer, no work, reinvention. I feel like with Skull, it's just like the old, death, right? Out with the old, in with the new. Right? I feel like you put an end to a lot of things that no longer serve you, hence the 10 of Swords. All right, and good for you, right? You're moving towards bigger and better, right? Again, more money for some of you. Anything else for Libra, Spirit, regarding their money and financial opportunities? Anything else? Happy, Gemini got the same card, wow. Happiness, joy, satisfaction, glee, pleasure, high vibe. Yeah, that's what it's about, right? I feel like a lot of you are moving into a time of happiness and joy because you've made the decision to do so. You're no longer allowing people, places, and situations from your past to dictate your mood, right? You're not allowing people who want to keep rehashing bullshit to, you know, dictate your future. And good for you. You cut that out with the slice and dice, with the Ace of Swords. So if someone's trying to come to you with communication, rehashing things of the past, you're putting a stop to it. Beautiful. wealthy goddess, millionaire, money, divinity, opulent, successful, prosperous. And a lot of you are in your wealthy goddess era, whether you're masculine or feminine here. Bottom of the deck, we have emotional daddy, emotional, erratic, unstable, unpredictable. Yeah. A lot of you have left this energy in the past because it's not good for you. It's not conducive to the forward movement of your future. Anything else, Spirit? Anything else you want to say to Libra regarding their money? Meditate. Beautiful. Stillness, rest, ease, tranquility, solitude, calm, serenity, silence. Yeah. Some of you have incorporated meditation into your daily practice, and this has really helped to elevate your vibration as well, so that the people from your past who were negative were falling off automatically, right? When I started meditating and making it a daily habit, my goodness, paired with subliminals, right, which you can find all over YouTube. I have a subliminal on my website as well. The link's in the description. But when I incorporated those two tools into my spiritual journey, everybody fell off. Everybody that was useless to me fell off. And this is why I'm a firm believer, and I always recommend meditation, because it gets rid of the unnecessary energies that mean you harm, right? So if you're not meditating, start and make it a habit. It's like a fitness routine. It's something you do on a daily basis, and it's fun, right? It's good for your body. It gives you a reset. I highly recommend it. What's this? Congratulations, accolades, cheers, satisfaction, success, achievement, delight, honor. I love that. So congratulations. Bottom of the deck, melancholy, depression, sad sorrow. Yeah, I feel like for a lot of you, this is their energy. For some of you, this can be you. If this is you, meditate, right? Do your due diligence. If it's a chemical imbalance in your mind, let's say you do suffer from like seasonal depression, vitamin D is really good for that if you live in cold climates, right? If it's something a bit more deeper than that, vitamin D doesn't knock it out for you, therapy, right? They'll issue you some type of like, medication to help balance the chemicals in your mind, right? Sometimes depending on how you were born and what your parents were doing or what your mother was doing while she was incubating you can make you a little off balance as well. But in this modern day and age, we have tools to rectify that. So, you know, go to your doctor and get a consultation and get the medication you need to balance you out. There are so many resources out here for you. Spirit, give us something good to end on. I don't want to end on melancholy, okay? Because that's not the energy we exude here. Thank you. And that's not the energy we want to perpetuate either. Spirit, really? Who is this person all up in your energy, Libra? Banish them. Thank you. New work. Okay, we'll take it. Because I'm over that. Ew. Anything else, Spirit? The readings today have been super long, so if you're still here watching, let me know in the comment section that you're still here, honey. Don't be shy. Anything else, Spirit, for Libra? Romance. Gemini got that one too. So for some of you, this could have been a romantic partner. If you want a love reading, link to my website's in the description. Guiding children. You are good at helping, counseling, and healing children. Use your skills to help children now. Purification. It is time for a cleansing, detoxification of your body and mind. Meditation. Meditation is a form of detox, honey. Intermittent fasting. I highly recommend it, honey. I mean, you know, sometimes depending on how I feel, I'll do like a 72-hour fast, saltwater fast. Or on the daily basis, I'll do like a 16-8 or a 1-23, all right, where you eat, have an hour window to eat, and then you fast for 23 hours, right? So you have the tools at your fingertips to do what you need to do to get your shit together. Utilize them, okay? I'm not telling everybody to fast, but fasting is a game changer for me as well. Let's take this one. Leap of faith, take a risk and put your heart's true desire into action. Beautiful. Plus, you know, when you fast, it kind of takes like 10 years off of your age. Like, it kind of reverses you backwards. People always get my age wrong when they try to guess it. And I love that for me. Fertility. It is the perfect time for you to start new projects, access new ideas, and give birth to new conditions. So yeah, use the tools at your fingertips. Use the resources at your fingertips to be the best version of yourself. All right, especially if you're the melancholy one. Okay. Anything else for Libra regarding their money? Pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. Okay, that's pretty clear. Chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here, right? So if you are dating, if you are, you know, mixing and mingling, take sex off the table, right? Completely, right? Take it off the table completely and get to know people person to person, because the chemistry may be initial, right? Sexual chemistry is initial, and that's fun and that's beautiful and that's exciting. But what else is there? How deep are the layers? Do we really like each other? Are we really compatible? Do we vibe? Or is it just me wanting to conquer you, right? So really ask yourself these questions, because chemistry can be fleeting. Or sometimes you have really good sexual chemistry, but then you don't even like each other. You don't even get along. This person's a basket case, or this person's a street rat, right? Has a street rat mentality. You can't grow a family with that type of mentality. You can't grow a healthy, budding family with an emotional basket case. So really get to know people without sex. I know we're animals, right? So they say we have urges. I know all that, but self-control. We're not above self-control. And really take your time to cultivate these meaningful relationships. Don't just go off of your animalistic instincts, because it's stupid. Storms, the number 13, and that's how people get caught up, as we see. And then we have flirt. Extend your lighthearted energy to others. Plus, it's fun. When you're getting to know people, you're flirting, and Libras are good at flirting. Geminis are too. I'm a Gemini. I have a Gemini stellium, a Libra stellium, and a Sag stellium. So we're really good at flirting, right? So flirt. Use your tools. Flirt doesn't automatically mean sex. How freaking Neanderthalish is that? Oh, you flirt, that means I get sex. No, stupid. Flirting is an art. Flirting is creativity. Flirting is fun. Flirting primes the divine feminine to get her hot and ready for whenever she decides to give you some, she's ready for it. That's what flirting does. Flirting doesn't automatically lead to sex, but it can help to promote healthy sex with compatible people, right? So let's use our logic, but let's also mix them with flirting and emotions a little bit. Let's find that beautiful balance. Flirting is fun. I love flirting. I flirt with dogs and cats and birds, plants. How do I flirt with them? I see a beautiful plant. I'm like, oh my God, you're a beautiful, beautiful plant. Hi, baby. Hi, sweetheart. That's how I flirt with plants. I say the same thing to birds. Hi, little Tweety bird. You're cute. Oh, you're a little hummingbird. Hi, little sweet baby. I say the same thing to dogs and cats. And they love it, right? So, you know, come on. All right, we have masks, the number 18, excuse me. So yeah, also when you're getting to know people, when it comes to like romance and all that stuff, allow the mask to slip off. We all have a representative. We all have that first glaze that people meet, right? Which they call the representative. And that's okay. We're supposed to have that. It's a shield of protection. So it's a good thing to have it. But this is why you take your time getting to know people, so that the mask slowly melts off, not for you to judge them and not for you to say, aha, I knew it, but for you to really connect and be vulnerable with one another. Let the mask slide off before you have sex. Emphasis on that, because people are out here like raging animals, and it's ruining things. It's ruining the art of romance. It's ruining the art of chemistry and flirting, because people are trying to freaking do too much too soon. Relax. You're welcome. Like, sex is gonna always be there. That's how we're all here. We've all gotten here through sex. Obviously somebody's doing it, but it doesn't have to happen after the first freaking date or on the first date. Like, relax here. right? It's not prostitution. Okay? It's the art of romance. It's the art of courting. That's what it is. And it's sexy. And it's fun. So do it. Take sex off the table and flirt. Boom. Trust. Protect it. Namaste. All right, Libra, that's your reading. I'll see you soon. Bye.